All right, we figured it out, chat. We figured it out. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Welcome to 20K in 20 days, the 5-figure frequency. Hey. I promised you guys that I would zip through this training in like 30 minutes because y'all are on lunch. So you remember I told y'all that this is going to be like a lunch and learn. So I'm going to do my best to get through this presentation, this class in 30 minutes. Yes, 30. Hey, John. I haven't seen you in forever. Tamika, hey. Keisha, hey. Another Keisha, hey. Another Destiny, hey. You're not the Destiny that my OG Destiny. Hey, Sarah. Uh Veronica. Hey, Veronica. All right. So I'm not gonna hey. I am not going to sit up here, for 10, 15 minutes waiting on people to get in. We're gonna jump right into it, okay? All right. So somebody put a timer on. Let's see if I can get the no, there's a timer right in my face. Let's see if I can zip through this in 30 minutes. Okay. If at any time anything happens, y'all can't see the presentation or you can't hear, please yell at me in the chat. All right. So welcome to the 20K in 20 days lunch class, lunch and learn. I don't know what to call it, but we're going to be talking about the 5-figure frequency. And when I talk about the 5-figure frequency, that is a lot to say. But we are talking about 5 figures monthly, not yearly. Okay. We're talking about this monthly. Hey, boo. All right. So let's go ahead and get through this. Okay. I'm going to try not to be too distracted by the comments, by the chat. But if at any time you guys have any questions, just go ahead and put them at the in the chat and I will answer as many as I can at the end. All right. Okay. So the 5-figure frequency, I have to say that slow, is the shift that all of you have been missing. You do not have a money problem. You have a money flow problem. I want you guys to think about water and how it flows. Excuse me. I want you guys to think about water and how it flows, right? So let's imagine a cup full of water. Okay. So close your eyes and imagine a cup full of water. And then I want you to imagine you pouring that water out into the sink or on the ground, wherever. Right? It's going to flow very easily. But let's take that same cup of water and then we're going to put a lid on it. And then we're going to turn it upside down. And what's going to happen? You're going to have water dripping out the sides, right? Just a little drip at a time. That's how for a lot of us, that's how money actually shows up. It's just a drip. It's not a flow. It's not a stream. It's a drip. Okay. Every other week when you get paid, it's a drip. All right. If you've been feeling stuck financially, this is the shift. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. You can hear me now? All right. If you've been feeling stuck financially, this is about to shift everything for you. There's a reason money hasn't been showing up the way that you want. Okay? And in this class, I'm going to break that down for you. All right, we good now? Put good in the chat. If we good, I'm going to move on. All right, so hey boo hey. Y'all know who I am. I am TEDRA Chanel. I am the self-proclaimed accidental mentor. Okay? Because there was a point in time when I first started my journey, which we're going to talk about in the next slide. But when I started my journey, my mindset, spiritual journey, I started sharing videos on YouTube because I didn't have anybody to talk to about it, right? And so just over the years, people started asking me to be their mentor. And that's why I call myself the accidental mentor. So I'm also your delusional bestie because I will always co sign your delusions as long as they are not toxic. And I'm here to help you tap into your highest self and secure the bag with ease. Heavy on, secure the bag with ease. I've spent over a decade mastering the universal laws, shifting my mindset, and proving that you don't need perfect credit, a trust fund, or a miracle to create the life that you want. You just need the right energy. Somebody say right energy in the chat. Okay, so this is my story, right? And this is circa 20 2013, circa 2014. Now, excuse me, y'all, I have a cough. Excuse me. So, a lot of you, my OGs, have heard me tell this story a bajillion times before. Okay. Um, my children and I, five of my six children, lived in a 1.5 bedroom apartment with one bathroom. Yes, five people, one bath. So this picture here, this very first picture is the apartment. Okay. And my bed was facing the door. And I don't know why in the heck I took this picture. It's so random, right? But you guys can see my vision board over here on the door. There's a fan because the AC did not work. Okay. And you can really see into this living room. So there was a day that I was laying in my bed and I was praying and I said, God, if you get me out of this, I will never come back. My rent was $578 a month, and I couldn't even pay that. That is how broke I was. Picture number two, y'all. Lord have mercy. My hair was pretty, but girl, I looked stressed. I looked stressed, and I was stressed. I was stressed about money or the lack thereof. To the right over here, this is like the little ass kitchen. It's like a galley style kitchen. Again, roach infested, not at my fault because I've never been a dirty individual, but when you live in these low income apartments, they're old and they probably just need to be torn down. But this is me in 2014, I think. Either 2013 or 2014. I lived in this apartment. We lived there for 2 years. All right, now a few days ago, I was actually going through my Google Photos, and I don't remember what the heck I was looking for, but I came across this picture here, this third picture here. So, how did the shift really begin for me? My mentor at the time posted a book on Instagram. It was just a book. And the name of the book caught my eye, Think and Grow Rich. I still have this book to this day. Okay. Think and Grow Rich. And my mentor was living a fabulous life. So I'm like, well, hell, if she's read this book, I need to read this book. And to be honest, she was not the type to really share public, why can't I publicly the books that she read. I don't know why she didn't, but she gate kept like a mother, right? But she just so happened to share this particular book, and it was just a picture of the book and wasn't this exact copy, right? So I went on Amazon and I said, I have to get this book because if this book is any good for her and she's living the life that she is living, I'm going to need that. I need that. I got to have that. Okay. So this book was $3.99 on Amazon, $4.32 with tax. And let me tell you, I could barely afford to pay that. Okay. So boom. Then okay, I'm gonna stop. So first of all, can I stop and just tell y'all that I consume streams, like I watch Twitch like all day every day. And if you know who Duke Dennis is, that's how he starts and finishes his story times. by saying so boom. Okay, so okay. I'm gonna stop. All right. So anyway, so I was reading through Think and Grow Rich. First of all, if you have never read Think and Grow Rich, you haven't been around me very long, because I have talked about this book for 10 plus years at this point. Okay. Y'all know I have a podcast. It's called Align and Grow Rich, because it is paying homage, how do you say that word, to Napoleon Hill, because this book changed my life. It changed the game for me. This letter on the side here, on this picture here, I went through my Google Photos today, and I actually wrote this. Hold on, let me quadruple check, because I like to fudge. I like to have receipts now. The people that know me know that. Where the heck is the picture at? So this letter was written May 17th, 2014. Now, why did I take this picture so that it's cut off? I have no idea. Okay. L picture taker. I had an Android at the time. Maybe that's why. But anyway, Think and Grow Rich talks about writing out your desire statement. Excuse me. And as you guys can see, number one says $10,000 monthly. And when I scrolled upon this the other day, I literally was in tears, because I didn't forget, but it wasn't at the top of my brain that the income that I have now was once a desire. It was once off in the distance for me. It was once something that I scripted about. You guys have no idea how many times in my I Am Manifestation journal that I wrote, I earn $10,000 a month. I've written that thousands of times at this point, and I wrote it and wrote it and wrote it until it became my reality. So number 3 says, by June 1st, 2015, I can honestly and transparently tell you that a year later, I was not earning $10,000 a month. I was doing a lot better, but I hadn't hit 10K months yet. All right. And then we're going to go down to number 5, and it says, I will make at least 10K a month within the next 12 months. So this again really brought tears to my eyes. I posted a short and a TikTok showing, did I show it? I believe I showed it. I showed my a little corner of my bank statement where I had earned just shy of $15,000 in 1 month. So again, okay, let's keep going. Let me get off my soapbox. All right, so this is kind of how it's going a little bit. All right, so this first video here was literally a year and a half later. So first we're here. Look at me. Girl is stressed. Her hair is beautiful, but the girl is stressed in this little ass apartment. And then boom, a year and a half later, me and my children are living in a brand new apartment. I don't really have pictures of it, or at least I couldn't find any, but I was able to pull this video. Now, look how different I look. Look how much more confidence I have. Self-concept is amazing, right? This particular apartment had 25-foot ceilings, and we were the first people to live in this unit, and we were the 11th family to move into the building. That's how new it was. It was like brand new. Okay. Then we're gonna roll over to, this is my first dream car, y'all. I still have this car. This is an Acura MDX. And again, I don't, believe it or not, I don't really take a lot of pictures like that. So this is the only video that I could find of my car, of my detailers actually cleaning my car. Okay. Shout out to them. All right. Let me try to go back. So I scripted, no, I cannot. Let's just let it play. I scripted about this exact car in 2018 when I didn't even have a car. Because when I was living in this apartment, my car was repossessed and I wasn't able to get another car. I didn't have the credit, didn't have the money. Okay. 2018, I was scripting about this car and I was trying to find the actual journal page, but I couldn't. I don't have the journal with me, but I was hoping to find a photo. I didn't. But I scripted about this car. 2020, not only did my ex and I close on a house, okay, that I scripted about when my kids and I were homeless. I wrote about a 5-bedroom home on the golf course. We closed on that house in 2020, July of 2020. It is not on a golf course, but the golf course is right down the street, like a block over. Okay. But I also scripted about my Acura MDX. And it also in 2020, August of 2020, I was able to walk into a dealership and write a check. I paid cash money for my car. All while I'm scripting about all of this while I am homeless and carless. My kids and I, those of you who have been around, y'all remember. Y'all remember I was in a hotel. The videos are still very much on my YouTube channel. And if I'm not mistaken, I actually read the letter, the journal entry about the house. If I'm not mistaken, I read it on cam. Okay. And then here, this video here is in the house that we are in now. The house is brand new. It's 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 2-car garage, 2024 build, brand spanking new. We moved in October. This is a couple weeks after we had moved in, obviously carving pumpkin. So when we go back here, right, and my rent was $578 and I was struggling to pay that to here, Lord have mercy. Right. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys the progression. I have literally documented everything, everything via my YouTube videos and my podcast. Y'all stay in my business. I have shared so much over the last 10 plus years. So I know what it feels like to struggle, right? I know what that feels like. But I also know that when you shift your energy and mindset, your financial reality shifts too. Okay. And this is just a picture of me standing in my current bedroom, which you can't see a whole lot. But I just want you to see the difference between this and this. That was the whole point in this. Okay. And then this picture here is actually the wall that is behind me in my office, right? So you just kind of see the difference, right? You see the glow up, if you will. Okay, we at 18 minutes left. Oh, Lord, have mercy. We are not going to make 30 minutes. But let me stop and say this. If you have to hop off, by all means, I'm going to post this on YouTube. Okay, so you're not going to miss anything. All right. Why is your money stuck? All right. See, these are some of the biggest reasons you're not seeing more money. Okay. Your subconscious is locked into a certain income level. Even when you make more, something always happens to bring you back down. We are going to talk about the money loop. I call it the money loop. We're going to talk about that in a couple of slides. You've been taught that hard work creates money, but you've seen people who barely work making the money. So what is really going on? Right? And lastly, when you're constantly looking for money, you're in lack mode, right? And lack attracts more lack. The key is shifting your internal frequency. We're going to talk about that more too. The key is shifting your internal frequency so that money has no choice but to show up. Okay, well, you truly do become a magnet to the money. I don't know why I say it like that. All right, so activating your financial flow, the shift that changes everything. Okay. So you have to expand your expectation. Start seeing money flow in from unexpected places, right? So a lot of us are just programmed to say, oh, I have to work for money, right? The only money that I see is the money that I get from my job. You don't even open yourself to the possibilities of money coming from multiple sources, right? And in abundance, all right? You have to break the work equals money cycle. Money comes easiest when you are in alignment. You don't always have to work for money, right? Especially when you align with it, you don't have to work that hard for money. Okay. You have to shift into receiving mode. Opportunities are all around you and you just haven't been seeing them, right? Because you have these blinders on because in your mind, you can only make money by working a job, right? If you make $20 an hour, $25 an hour, that's all that you expect. Therefore, that is all that you get. All right. Here's what you need to do to shift this. If you don't expect money to come easily, it will not. Again, if you feel like you got to work hard for money, you got to go to this job and deal with these people who get on your nerves. If you have to smoke a cigarette before you walk into your job, something is wrong, friend. You need to start training your mind to believe that money is always on the way. There's more where this came from, and this was hella easy for me to get, right? Money is currency. When you think about currency, when you think about the ocean, right? What does a current do? It comes in, it goes out. It comes in, it's always flowing. The ocean is never not moving, right? Same thing with money. It's never not moving. There are people spending money on right now. When you sleep in your bed, money is still being circulated, right? That is why it is called currency. Money is all around you, and there's more than enough where that comes from. There's more than enough for everybody. But we get stuck in this mode like we have to work a 9 to 5 in order to earn money, right? We have to settle for the little crumbs that they give us, right? You have to stop equating struggle with success. Earning money, attracting money should never be hard. Money follows ease. The more aligned you are, the easier it flows, right? The less resistance, the easy for money to come in, right? And finally, yes, exactly. Thank you. And finally, you have to learn how to step into receiving mode. Right now, money is probably right in front of you, but you're too focused on lack to see it. My mama used to use this phrase, and it goes, "You can't see the money for the trees." Did y'all hear what I said? You can't see the money. Okay, Manya. You can't see the forest for the trees. My mom used to always say that when I was younger, and I was like, what the hell does that even mean? And now I get it because you're too close. That means you're too close, right? But if you take a step back, go back a little further, then you can see the bigger picture, right? All right. Put a one in the chat if that makes sense. Why most people struggle to attract money, okay? The traditional work harder mindset keeps people stuck. Again, if you are in that mind frame of I have to work really, really hard for my money, it's going to keep you in that money loop that we're about to talk about. Subconscious money blocks from childhood, society, and personal experiences also stop your money flow. The nervous system's role in keeping you in survival mode. Okay, we're going to talk about the nervous system here too. All right, that fight or flight or freeze mode. How do you feel when you get paid on Friday? Do you automatically go into, oh my God, I have to pay these bills, or oh my God, I don't even have enough money to pay my bills? And then you just become paralyzed in fear. Your nervous system is all over the place. Like it's just ping ponging all over the place. When your body perceives money as unsafe, it subconsciously repels it. When your body perceives money as unsafe, it subconsciously repels it. So let's go back to you getting paid on Friday. All right. And it's the first of the month, your rent is due. And usually all your other bills are due at the same time. But for some reason, your check is short. That feeling that you have of, oh my God, it hit you like a ton of bricks. Oh my God, how am I going to pay my rent, my water, my phone bill, put gas in my car, pay my car note, my car insurance? I don't have enough. That feeling, y'all know that feeling that I'm talking about. That's when your nervous system it's like in shock, right? And that creates like this trauma response. And if a lot of us are just walking around dealing with anxiety and panic attacks because our nervous system, we're not doing anything to regulate our nervous system. So all of the trauma, all of these shocks that we deal with on a regular basis, it's like that energy is stored, right? It's stored and it's actually repelling money. It's repelling the energy. Remember, money is just energy, right? So if you know that you have pent up energy, then how is the energy of money going to be able to come in, right? If there's something else holding that space, if there's a another, let's say, a negative energy or a limiting energy holding that space, how does money get in if something is already in that space? Does that make sense? Put a one in the chat if that makes sense. Okay, so how does your nervous system block your money flow? Y'all gonna get sick of me talking about the nervous system. I promise you are. Especially if you guys decide to join the 20K in 20 day challenge that starts on Sunday the 2nd. We're gonna talk about that at the end. But y'all gonna get sick of me talking about the nervous system. Okay. The brain is wired for safety, not success. If wealth feels unfamiliar, your body will resist it. Dysregulated nervous system responses, okay, looks like panic when making large investments, self-sabotage when money comes in. We talked about that. When you get that check, you know goddamn well that you don't have enough. Or you get a lump sum of money, right? And instead of saving the money or investing that money, you go out and spend it on something that you know you can't afford, right? That's what self-sabotage when it comes to money looks like. You get a $2 raise at your job, and then you go buy a brand new car that you don't need and can't yet afford. Self-sabotage. Or overspending in return. I'm sorry, overspending to return to a comfortable state. So when you get that money, a lot of people just got their tax returns a couple days ago, maybe a month ago. I don't know. Shout out to the people who actually get tax returns back. I love that for y'all. Right? So think about some of the people who have gotten their tax returns. And so many of them are right back to living check to check. They may have gotten $5,000, $10,000 and all of it is gone. Maybe they had to catch up on bills. Okay, that's valid, right? Or maybe they just went and blew it on dumb stuff instead of investing it and flipping it. That's a mindset, right? So I got to spend all of this money to keep me in the money loop that I've always been in. I'm uncomfortable having $10,000 in the bank. I'm uncomfortable having $5,000 in the bank. I need to see my bank balance be at negative. Believe it or not, that's a very real thing for so many people. Stress and scarcity keep you in a reactive state rather than a creative state where money flows. Okay. Stress and scarcity. How do you release that? Regulating that nervous system. All right. So, boom. Let's talk about this money loop. This is what I call the money loop. Okay. So, we happy. We got money all around us. We just got a raise. We just got a lump sum of money from our taxes or this random check that just came in the mail. We got an influx of clients or customers in our business, right? And we're happy. Right? And then boom, a year later, everything is going good. Everything's great. You got a new car, you're living in a new home, a safer neighborhood for you and your children. You're traveling like you always wanted to do. You're able to go and shop without thinking about it, right? Because everything is going swell. I haven't used that word in a long time. All right. And then boom, a year later, right? Because we get stuck in this loop. When money comes in and we good for a good 12, a hot 12, 18 months. And then boom, we over here. We done got a raise. We done got a lump sum of money, but then the car breaks down. Or you lose your job altogether. Or you just have unexpected increases in bills. Right? Now you stressed out, you drinking, you smoking, you don't know what to do. And you're thinking to yourself, now why does this keep happening? Every couple of years, I feel like something dumb happens. I'm on top of the world, and then all of a sudden, boom, I'm knocked back down again. This is what happens when you run around and you're not regulating that nervous system. This also happens when you haven't cleared those money blocks. Right? This is that money loop. Put a 1 in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. Put a 1 in the chat if you know how this feels. Trust me, I was going through this loop like every 2 to 3 years. I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me. You have to be kidding me. Why does this keep happening? Why does this keep happening? Right? Because you do all of the work to get to where you want to get to, right? You're doing the shadow work. You're writing in your journal, you're meditating, you're visualizing, you're speaking your affirmations, you're doing your mirror work. And then boom, as soon as you get to where you want to get to, you get to those 20K months, right? You're living in the house of your dreams or the apartment of your dreams. You're traveling the world. You're doing all the things that you once wished about, the things that you once dreamt about. But then guess what you stopped doing? You stopped doing the work that you did to get to where you are. So then those money blocks start to creep back in, are the ones that you really didn't get rid of, right? You stop doing the work. It's kind of like going to the gym, losing 50 pounds, 100 pounds. And you're like, ooh, I look good. I'm fine. I feel amazing. And then you slip back into those same raggedy old eating habits. And then boom, your clothes start to get tighter. And next thing you know, you lost 50 pounds, but you didn't gain 60 back. You stop doing the things that got you to where you wanted to be. You stop doing the meditating. You stop visualizing. You stop the mirror work. You stopped all of that because you felt like, oh, I'm good. I'm where I want to be. This is what I wanted. Boom, I'm here. Right? Exactly. Sounds familiar. All right. So, nervous system, stress, overwhelm, lack mindset, living paycheck to paycheck. That shock that we get every time we got to pay a bill and you don't even know if your car going to go through. When you have to go and get groceries and your budget is $150, but what you see on the screen is $175 and you still got 10 more things to be scanned. And you're like, oh my God, how am I going to do? I don't even know if I have enough money to pay for this. That feeling, y'all know that feeling that I'm talking about. That gut feeling like, oh my God, right? Nervous system all out of whack. All over the place. Right? It's like burning money. It's like burning money when you're not doing that work. When you're not regulating your nervous system, when you're not doing your mirror work. It's like burning a hole in your pocket. You ever heard the old person say that money burning a hole in your pocket? Yeah, it's kind of like that. But on the flip side, if you have a positive self-concept, you're happy and you have an expectation for money every day and you're excited about that, you're doing the things that you actually want to do, then boom, money just becomes easier to attract. Excuse me, y'all. All right. We're almost done. It's the last slide. We at 35 minutes. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right, Vanessa. Vanessa, hey. Thank you for joining me again. I will post this on YouTube so you guys can rewatch it, okay? All right. To attract and to hold on to wealth, your nervous system must feel safe with money. The power of co-regulation. Okay, this is when your body is learning to feel safe in new financial realities. All right. So even when you're not doing that nervous system regulation, you still feel safe. Right? You got to get to where you feel the sorry, you have to get to where you feel safe and this is normal for you, right? And techniques look like EFT tapping. All right, I have an ebook on tapping. It's called Tapped In, breath work, visualization. Okay. Those are some techniques that can help regulate their nervous system. These are things that you should be doing every day. We're also going to dig deep into this in the challenge, okay? How much is the challenge? You're not going to believe me. You're not going to believe me. But give me like 2 more minutes. I'm almost done. Okay? Shifting from hustle mode to money magnet mode. Why hustling harder doesn't work when you have money blocks? When you have that hustle mentality, it's like you're going backwards. You hustling backwards because you haven't cleared those money blocks. You haven't repaired that relationship with money, right? Learning to embody the energy of wealth before it manifests. This is you beginning with the end in mind, living in the wish fulfilled, right? This is assuming the identity of the person who attracts this money with ease, who attracts 5 figures a month with ease. Okay, embodying the energy of wealth before it even comes. You have to know that it's on its way. You have to know that it's already done. All right. The energetic thermostat theory, how your nervous system determines how much money you allow into your life. Now, I want to break down the energetic thermostat theory. Okay. Can I do that? And I promise you, we're almost done. All right. The concept of an energetic thermostat is all about your subconscious setting, the temperature for your success, finances, relationships, everything. Just like a regular thermostat keeps a room at a set temperature, your energetic thermostat keeps your life at a certain level based on your belief, identities, and past experiences. This is in my notes, y'all, that you can't see. So take notes, okay? I'm going to read that one more time. The concept of an energetic thermostat is all about your subconscious setting the temperature. Okay, this is your subconscious setting the temperature for your success, finances, relationships, for everything. Just like a regular thermostat keeps a room set at a particular temperature, your energetic thermostat keeps your life at a certain level based on your beliefs, identity, and past experiences. If your financial thermostat is set to struggle, no matter how much money flows in, you'll subconsciously self sabotage, make impulsive decisions, or attract circumstances that bring you back to a familiar level of scarcity. On the flip side, if your thermostat is set for overflow and abundance, you will naturally align with opportunities, habits, and mindsets that keep you at a higher level. Let's go back to that self-sabotage and making those impulsive decisions. Going back to you getting that lump sum of money. Somebody just gave you $5,000. You got a $5,000 extra tax return on what they already owed you. Boom, they did an audit and realized they shorted you, excuse me, $5,000 a few years ago. So you get this additional $5,000. And then in your mind, what you want to do is you want to go to Louis Vuitton or Gucci. Trust me, I get it. I love both of those boutiques. But you want to go there knowing that you should be doing something else with this money, knowing that you should be investing this money in order to flip the money, right? And have the money make money for you. But instead, you go and spend it all. And now you right back where you started. Okay. So, how do you reset your energetic thermostat to $20,000 months and beyond? Number one, you have to identify your current setting. Okay. You have to identify your current setting. Look at your financial patterns. Go back to that money loop. Okay. What does this money loop look like for you? Do you always make just enough? Do unexpected bills pop up whenever you start getting ahead? Remember that money loop right here. Car repairs, car breakdown, you lose your job. Unexpected expenses come out of nowhere, right? Notice how you feel when you receive money. We talked about this. Are you excited? Do you feel guilty? Is there fear because you know it's not enough to pay your bills? These emotions show where your thermostat is set. Do I need to read that again? Put a 2 in the chat if I need to read that again. What is your money loop? It all goes back to your money, that money loop, those patterns that show up. Okay, I'm going to read it again. Number one, identify your current setting. Okay, look at your financial patterns. Do you always make just enough? Do unexpected bills pop up whenever you start to get ahead? Notice how you feel. Remember, the feeling is the secret, right? Notice how you feel when you receive money. Are you excited? Are you guilty? Are you fearful? Fearful words. These emotions show you where your thermostat is set. Okay, number two, reprogram your subconscious with new money norms. Yes, we are going to talk about reprogramming your subconscious mind. Of course, that's like 101, mindset 101. We got to do that. Of course we are. Okay, but give me again. I'm almost done. I promise. All right, and we're gonna talk about the 20K and 20-day challenge. And I told y'all you're not gonna believe how much it is. I promise. Just hear me out. Okay, reprogram your subconscious with new money norms. Shift your identity by embodying the version of you who naturally makes $20,000 a month. What does that version of you think, believe, and expect? A lot of us expect bills, but we don't expect money to come out of nowhere. Why is that? All right. You also reprogram your subconscious by using affirmations, by visualizing, scripting to anchor this new financial reality. We are also going to talk about that during the 20K challenge. How not only to shift to a new timeline, right? So you can embody the version of you that already exists in that timeline, who already has everything that you want. But also, I'm going to show you how you anchor yourself there. So you stay there and you're not milly whopping back and forth between this reality and that one. Okay. Number three, expand your capacity to hold wealth. If making 20K feels overwhelming or it's too much, you'll subconsciously reject it. Work on nervous system regulation so that more money feels safe and normal. Okay, gratitude and generosity keeps your energy in overflow rather than fear and loss. Now, I want to go back up to number two, where we're talking about the new money norms. Okay, I was watching or listening to this video. This young lady, it may have been a podcast. I don't remember, years ago. And this young lady was talking about her broke number. And I had never really heard that before. I was like, what the hell is that? What is a broke number? And she was sharing how if her bank account dips below $180,000, she feels broke. How insane is that? She said if her account dips below $180,000, she feels broke. A lot of our excuse me, a lot of our broke numbers is $0, right? That's too low. $180,000. So I want you guys to right now write down, put it in the chat. What is your broke number? Okay? What is your new broke number? Can't be $0. That's nah. It can't be that. So put it in the chat. What is that broke number? What is that number that becomes your new norm? It will never be lower than this. Okay? I love that. Okay, so 20K is your new. Okay, so that means that we got to make more than $20,000 a month in order for 20K to be our broke number. Okay, so this is what y'all been waiting on. So let's talk about the 20K in 20 days, 5-figure frequency. Okay, this is a powerful 20-day experience designed to help you rewire your mindset, regulate your nervous system, and step into 5-figure months. Okay, what is included? Daily money reprogramming exercises. Okay, so when you guys purchase, when you sign up, no, just kidding. So we're going to start on March 2nd. That's Sunday, this coming Sunday. That's when the challenge kicks off. On Sunday, I am going to send out your digital guide. Okay. Now you can do this all by yourself because everything that you need is in the guide. Okay. If you want to go at it alone, you can do it all by yourself. But I'm going to send them out on Sunday. In addition, we have a chat in WhatsApp. I've created a WhatsApp group. All right. So if you want me in your pocket for 20 days, if you want to be able to ask me questions, okay, I'm going to be in the chat all day, every day for those 20 days. Okay. We're also going to dive deep into self concept and nervous system regulation techniques that is also in the guide. Okay. You're going to have accountability and support to hold you in the energy of wealth for those 20 days via WhatsApp. Okay. Now, you do not have to join the WhatsApp group if you don't want to. I don't know why you wouldn't want to, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Okay. It is a digital guide, right? So it's downloadable and it has everything that you need to do for those 20 days. Okay. It's already in there. So again, if you do not want to join the WhatsApp group, you do not have to. On Sunday, excuse me, everybody's going to receive their guide. Okay. Everyone is going to receive their guide on Sunday. And if for whatever reason you do not want to join the WhatsApp group, you do not have to. However, if you want to be in a group with like-minded people, God only knows what I'm going to be doing. Yes, I'm going to be in there chatting with you guys, but who knows? I may spark up and go live some of those days. You never know. But you're going to miss out if you're not in the group. Okay. Okay, so why is this challenge different? Most programs focus on mindset but ignore the body's response to wealth. Now, mindset is everything. And yes, we are going to talk about mindset, but a large part of our focus will be on the nervous regulation, okay, and also on self-concept. This challenge combines manifestation and nervous system work to create lasting change, okay? And why do you just need to say yes now? Oh, I'm getting to the price. Dang, pipe down. Pipe down. Okay. Pipe down. If you've been stuck in the same financial cycle, it is not random. It is a pattern that you need to identify. Okay. And release. Okay. And it will repeat until you shift your identity and nervous system response. The challenge starts soon. Again, it starts on March 2nd, which is Sunday. This is your chance to break through fast. Okay. 20 days, $20,000. That is the goal. Okay. So all you have to do is click the link, join us, and let's make this 20K in 20 days a reality for you. Now, there is a QR code here. I don't know about Androids, but if you have a uh all right, all right. Okay, simmer down. If you have an iPhone, all you have to do is long press and it will take you directly to the website. Y'all. Now, if you are watching this live with me today, it is $20. 20K in 20 days for $20. You heard me correct. $20. Should it be more? Hell yeah. It definitely should, especially being that I'm going to be in y'all's back pocket for 20 days. It is only $20. Now, if you are watching this on the YouTube, it's going to be $20 for the first 5 people. And then it's going to go up to a whopping $40. $40. It's only going to be $40 for this first round. Now, in the future, who the heck knows how much it's going to be? But for this first round, the highest price is going to be $40. Okay. If you are in the chat right now, it is $20. I posted the link. Go grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it. If you are watching on YouTube, it is $20 for the first 5 people. Okay, so move fast. But you don't really have to because it's still hella affordable at $40. Okay, so we are going to dive deep, deep, deep into mindset. Yes, we are. We're going to figure out where your blocks are, what they are, so we can uproot them. You cannot change anything that you don't know exists, right? And the subconscious is a sneaky little thing. Okay, so we're gonna go over that. That is covered in the guide. Okay. Heavy on nervous system regulation, heavy on self concept and the law of assumption. That is what you have to expect in the guide, okay, for 20K in 20 days. All right. Do we have any questions? We are at 52 minutes. Lord have mercy. I knew it. Y'all know I'm a yapper. um Will I have access to this forever? Absolutely. You will have access. You will not have access forever and ever, amen, to the WhatsApp group, but you will have access to the guide. Yes, you download it. It's yours. It's yours forever. How much is it? It is $20. As of right now, it is $20. If you are in the chat, you click on the link. It is all you're gonna pay is $20. Okay. If you are listening to this on YouTube, $20 for the first 5 people, $40 after that. Okay. So don't be surprised if you click on the link and it's $40. Yes. That means you were not amongst the first 5. Okay. Any other questions? Will you go live? I don't know if I can go live in WhatsApp, but I think I can send like voice notes and whatnot. If I ever decide to do like a private live in this 20 days, we probably will on day 20 or 21. But I'll post a link in the chat. And it'll probably be held on like Zoom or somewhere. Okay. But if y'all want to do that, by all means, we can definitely do that. But you'll have the chat and you'll be able to ask questions. You'll be able to chat amongst yourselves. Excuse me, during those 20 days, you'll have that accountability, right? Excuse me, Jesus. Because when you start this work, it's a very lonely place to be. I don't know why, but it can be really, really lonely, especially if you don't have people around you that have a similar mindset. All right. So I'm going to hop off. All right. Make sure that you get in the link. Yes, the link will still work. The link will still work. If you have to do it later today, yes. But I'm going to post this on tomorrow, which is the 28th. So remember, if you don't get it today, the price will double, but it's $40. Okay. All right. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for joining. And hopefully I will see each and every one of you in the challenge. Bye. Thank you. Y'all have a good night. Or good day. It's not night yet. Lord have mercy. Y'all have a good day. Bye.